You've probably heard this term buzzing around everywhere lately, right? Prompt engineering. It sounds a little technical, maybe even a bit intimidating. But here's the thing. It's being called one of the single most important new skills out there for pretty much everyone. So what is it really? Let's get into it.
So let's just ask the big question right up front. What is the most important skill of the next decade? I mean, is it learning to code in Python? Is it mastering data science? Well, the answer might actually surprise you because it's something you already do every single day. It's how you communicate.
You see, it's all about learning how to talk to AI. We are moving away from rigid command lines and clicking endless buttons. The future of how we interact with technology, it's a conversation. And the quality of your questions, your prompts, that directly determines the quality of the answers you're going to get back. In this new world, clarity, that's your superpower.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Andrej Karpathy, who is one of the founding members of OpenAI, put it perfectly. He said, "Prompt engineering is programming in English." Just stop and think about that for a second. It's not about learning some complex new coding language. It's about mastering the one you already speak every single day.
Let that sink in. Your words are the new code. The way you structure a sentence, the little bits of context you provide, that is how you're going to create and innovate with these incredibly powerful new tools.
Okay, so what does programming in English actually look like in practice? Let's break down what we're really talking about here.
Simply put, prompt engineering is the skill of crafting the right input to get the best possible output from an AI. Think of yourself as a director. The AI is the actor, and your prompt is the script you give it. It's the bridge between the incredible idea you have in your head and what the AI actually creates. It's how we steer these things.
But look, this isn't just some cool futuristic concept. It is an absolutely critical skill to have right now. And understanding why it's so valuable, well, that's the key to unlocking all of its potential.
This is what's known as a high-leverage skill. What does that mean? It means a tiny little tweak to your prompt can have a massive impact on the result. For instance, instead of asking something generic like, write about sales trends, a way better prompt would be, act as a senior market analyst and write a 3-paragraph summary of Q3 consumer electronics sales trends, focusing specifically on the European market. See the difference? That little investment of detail can take the AI's response from totally generic to genuinely insightful.
Now, to get really good at this, it helps to kind of peek under the hood and see what's going on. And I promise, you do not need a PhD in machine learning for this part. We just need a simple way to picture what's happening.
Honestly, the best way to think about these AI models is as a kind of super-powered autocomplete. It's just like the text prediction on your phone or when you type in a search bar. But instead of being trained on just your messages, it's been trained on a huge, massive chunk of the internet.
These are called generative AI models. They've processed, well, basically vast libraries of books, articles, code, and websites. Their goal wasn't to memorize facts, but to learn the patterns, the relationships between all the words and all the ideas. And that's what allows them to generate brand new, original content that follows the pattern you set with your prompt.
So how does this actually work? Let's take a super simple question. When you ask, what is the capital of France, the model isn't, thinking or looking up the answer in some giant encyclopedia. No, it's performing a massive statistical calculation. It sees the words capital and France, and based on the countless times it's seen those words appear together in all its training data, it calculates that the most probable, the most statistically likely next word in that sequence is Paris. It's a prediction machine, not a knowledge machine. It's an expert guesser.
And understanding that it's all about prediction is the key. It shows you exactly why the way you frame your prompt is so incredibly important. And you know what? We are just scratching the surface of what's possible here.
And this whole field is evolving so fast. People are developing these really advanced techniques, like chain-of-thought prompting, where you literally tell the AI to think step by step to reason its way through complex problems, which dramatically improves its accuracy. Or something called multi-shot prompting, where you give the AI a few examples of what you want before you ask your real question. It's becoming this deep and fascinating new discipline.
So let's end with this thought. This skill, it isn't just about writing your emails a little bit faster. This is a fundamental shift in how we create things. For the first time, maybe ever, the main limit isn't your technical skill. It's the clarity of your own ideas and how well you can express them. So if your words truly are the new code, what are you going to build?